Welcome to Zola Suite. My name is Eileen and I'm the Client Success Manager here. Today I'm going to take you through our task feature and how it can keep you organized. Tasks are available directly on your dashboard, so you can start entering them right when you come in the morning, or you can go over to our dedicated tasks section on the left-hand toolbar. The task section will be identical to the toolbar you have on your dashboard, so you can work from either place. Each Matter Details page also has its own section for tasks that will show you tasks directly related to that matter. If you come in the morning and you have a set of things that need to get done that day, you can start entering them in simply by typing on this quick add bar. For example, if you need to remind yourself to prepare a deposition, just type that in here, hit enter or return, and it'll show up due today by 5 p.m. You can enter other tasks. They'll all begin to list up together. If you mark one as a priority, it'll automatically float it to the top of your to-do list. If you want to edit a task, simply click on the 3 vertical dots all the way to the right. This will allow you to open it up and add to it, print it, create a time entry from the activity, or delete it altogether. When you've completed the task, just check the check box, and this will move this into a completed status. If you want to create a more granular task right from the start, simply click on the plus sign on the green toolbar. This will open the new task modal. The only required field for a task is the subject line. The description can be as detailed as you'd like. This is a rich text field. You can insert hyperlinks or anchor sections of it. You can also mark a task as a priority from right here. You can label it a phone call, which will assist in terms of categorizing and searching for phone calls. You'll also be able to easily pull up any calls that need to be returned. If you set a task as private, other users won't be able to see the details of this task. We have a color coding system which can be used internally and mark it however you'd like. Green, for example, could be finance-related tasks, and red might be an emergency. Our tagging system allows you to create individual tags unique to the task at hand, and you can then use tags over and over again to better categorize your tasks. When it comes to assigning tasks, you can assign tasks to yourself, which will be the default, or you can assign tasks to other users. If you assign a task to another user, you can be alerted once they've completed the task or if it's past due. You can also assign the same task to multiple users. The due date and time can be defined by clicking on the calendar and the clock icons. If this is going to be a matter-related task, you can assign it right here. And you can also specify the status, whether it's in progress, completed, waiting for someone else, or deferred. Reminders can be set up, and the reminders will go directly to the users that the task is assigned to. You can have as many reminders as you'd like, and they can go out via email, text message, or a pop-up in Zola Suite. They can be sent as minutes, hours, days, or weeks ahead of this due date and time. To get even more granular or detailed with your task, you can also assign ZOLA Documents to it. A ZOLA document is a document saved within the matter that you can check off, hit attach, and now it'll be available for download directly within the task. The assignee of the task will not have to navigate or find that document, as it'll be available to them right here. You can create recurrences similarly to calendar events. If this is a task that needs to get done every week, you can set it up for weekly, and then you'll want to choose an end by date so that it will not go on the task list for infinity times moving forward. You can also use subtasks and task templates. A subtask is going to be any step that might be related to this task that you'd like to specify. You can have as many subtasks as you like just by clicking on Add Subtask. Then you can manually type them in, for example, Step 1, Step 2. If you have a series of subtasks that you're planning on using over and over again, you can save those as a template, then simply select that template name from your drop-down list. This is something that I might use when bringing on a new client. So if I'm going to save this task, I can set this as a new client intake. I'm going to assign this to myself just so it's easier for us to pull it up from the task list. I'll set it as a priority, and I'll remove the reminders. Now, if I hit save and close, we'll see this populate on the task list. Since a priority has been marked, it'll show up at the top. I can also see that I have attachments. So if I wanted to see the description, I could open it up by clicking on it. I can also view any comments. So if someone else assigned this to me, I can always write in a comment or a question, hit submit. The person that assigned it to me will get this message, and then they can reply back, keeping the lines of communication open. In order to see those subtasks, I'll simply go over to the subtask section. Currently it says 0 out of 8. If I were to check off any subtasks as completed, they'll start to add up on my subtask list. I can even skip a step and go back to it later. Then, once I'm done with this entire task, I can mark the whole thing off as complete. In order to create task templates to use as subtasks, simply click on the task template line on the green toolbar. This will redirect you to the task template list where you can edit the existing templates or create a whole new one. Simply create a name for this template, which will show up in the drop-down menu. Then you can start creating your subtasks. Each subtask will require a name, and you can also have a detailed description for each subtask. Once you're completed with it, hit create, and it will now be available to use as tasks. As I mentioned earlier, each matter has its own set of tasks. So if we go into a matter details page, we'll be able to check out those tasks here. This will list tasks not just for me, but it will also allow me to see all the tasks within this matter. You can get an account of each task, and you can create new ones from here, which will automatically be assigned to this matter. Tasks are a great way of keeping yourself and your other users both organized and in check without losing track of what needs to get done. This has been the completion of our task video. I hope you learned a lot and it's helpful to you. Thank you. Have a great day.